Lassie's sure anxious to see Nika again.
She's anxious. When Nika found out the two of you were arriving today, it was all I could do to get him off to school. Oh, now take it easy, girl. Nika'll be here any minute.
This is quite a layout, Dink.
Yeah, it is.
Tell me, how do you like this part of the country after all your years in Alaska?
Oh, I like it fine, Scott. Except for the climate, it's not much different, really. And it's been good for Nika. New school, new friends.
And his own horse.
Yeah.
How does he like that?
Come on, Lassie, come on! I knew you wouldn't forget me, girl.
How are you, Nika?
Hi, Scott.
Hey, you look good. It's good to see you.
Same here. How long can you and Lassie stay?
Just a couple of days. I'm not on annual leave like your dad. Well, I wish I were.
Me too. This is a neat place. All kinds of woods up there and trails. Me and Lassie have a great time.
Looks like Lassie's made a new friend already.
Yeah.
You might like some water, Nika. You better put him in the corral.
Yes, sir.
How's it going in school, Nika?
Pretty good, I guess. Except for all the homework.
Oh, speaking of homework, how's your biology report coming along?
I haven't started it yet.
Well, it's due Monday, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, that just leaves the weekend. You better get started.
But, Dad, Scott's here, and Lassie, they're company.
Well, company or not, your schoolwork comes first.
What is it you have to do, Nika?
Collect and identify 40 different species of plant life. I have to put them on a display board and everything.
Well, that's pretty important, Nika. You can tell how healthy the forest and soil is by studying plants and leaves.
I know, Dad, but... Scott, would it be okay if Lassie came along with me?
I don't see why not.
Dad, will you take my books for me?
Oh, sure.
I can use this to put the leaves and stuff in. Come on, Lassie, let's go. Lassie. I already have one like this, but I appreciate your help. Come on. What's the matter, Lassie? What do you see? Uh-oh, come on. That was was close. You just saved us from a horrible fate.
Doing there, boy?
I was just collecting some leaves for a school report.
Don't you know this is private property? 4 acres of it. Mine, Clay Bowers' property.
I didn't know, Mr. Bowers.
Where are you from?
We're staying up at Oakwood Lodge.
Hold that dog back, boy.
Lassie won't hurt him, Mr. Bowers. She's just being friendly.
Well, I just don't want her scaring Raccoon.
Does he belong to you?
No, but he thinks he does, the way he comes nosing around all the time. I got bread in the oven. Raccoon always comes looking for a handout when he smells at bacon.
You bake your own bread?
Why, sure. Anything wrong with that?
No, sir.
What's the matter with you, boy? Ain't you never had homemade bread?
Not since my mom died.
Well, if I'm giving handouts, I might as well include you and that dog. Come on. Well, don't just stand there, boy. Come on inside. You too, Raccoon. You're the one that started all this. Sit down there, boy. You live up at Oakwood Lodge, huh? What's your name, boy?
Nika Chalmers?
Nika. That's Indian, ain't it?
Yes, sir. It's Klingon. I'm from Alaska.
Is that a fact? I worked up there some in my day. Spread that butter on real thick, boy. It puts meat on your ribs.
It's all right, Lassie. It's real good.
Your last name, Chalmers. That ain't Tlingit.
No, sir, I'm adopted.
Well, does that bother you?
No, sir.
Shouldn't. Folks that choose can give their young something special. Your dad must be the fellow that took over the lodge after Bill Haskell died.
He's not really taking it over. Just for a while until Mr. Haskell's son gets home from overseas. It's sort of a favor, I guess. My dad and Mr. Haskell were good friends. Is that your family, Mr. Bowers?
son, daughter-in-law. Ain't seen or heard from him in 2 years.
I don't think I'd like it. Living alone, I mean.
I don't need nobody. Raccoon there. Well, he's all right. Don't bother me none. More bread?
No, thanks. I've had plenty. Lassie and I, we better go. My dad'll be worried.
It's best you run along then.
I'm sorry about the leaves.
You got all you need?
No, I've got about 10 more to collect.
It's best you come back tomorrow then, get some more.
You sure it's okay?
Well, I said it, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
It looks like aspen. Or could this be cottonwood?
You having problems?
I just can't seem to find the names for some of these, Dad. Collecting them was easy, but identifying them is something else.
I'll never make it by Monday.
Nika, no such word as never, the way you're using it.
Just keep at it, son. You've still got 2 more days.
2 days. I should have started 2 weeks ago. You were right about putting this off. Say, Dad, can we invite Mr. Bowers to supper one night?
Of course. You know, I've been intending to drop on down there and introduce myself.
He seems very lonely.
Well, from what I hear, Bowers was a construction superintendent for the highway department. He had an accident, hurt his leg. He was retired. Ever since, he kind of holed up in that cabin of his and turned his back on everything.
He's not very friendly.
To be friendly, Nika, a man has to have friends.
Do you know that he has a family? And they never write him or anything.
That's too bad.
Dad, I'd never do that. When I grow up, no matter where I am, I'll always write you and come visit you. I promise.
I know, son. I know. Well, hadn't you better get back to those books?
Dean. Not too long ago when I was up in Alaska with you and Nika, you said I'd always be part of the family.
I meant it, Scott.
I know you did. I just want you to know how glad I am you said it.
Thanks.
How many does that make?
38? But I might have some that are just alike. So I'm going to collect some extras just in case.
Good idea.
Mr. Bowers, you sure you won't come have supper with us?
Nope.
It's not too far from here. My dad will probably drive down and pick you up.
Nika, now you got leaves to collect. You gonna talk all day or collect?
Yes, sir.
Hold it, boy. It's best you stay away from that plant. Unless you want to be itching and scratching yourself to pieces. That's poison oak. You see them greenish white berries? Them waxy leaves? Leaves of 3, let 'em be. That's an old adage I remember. That's Rus diversilova. That's a scientific name.
How'd you learn all that?
Experience, boy. I've been around a long time.
Do you know what these are?
This is big leaf maple, Acer macrophyllum. And this here is willow, the salix species.
How come you didn't tell me you knew so much about leaves?
Well, you never asked me, boy.
It'd take me 100 years to learn all that stuff.
I got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, but the price of wisdom, unfortunately, is age.
Mr. Bowers, I wonder if
Well, speak up, boy.
I brought all my leaves down here, the ones I mounted and all, could you help me identify them?
You're not going to learn nothing if somebody does it for you.
I'm sorry.
When did you say that report was due?
Monday?
Uh-huh. Well, that don't leave us much time, does it?
No, sir.
I'll tell you what I'll do. You bring that stuff down to my cabin, and I'll give you the common names, but the scientific words you're going to have to look up for yourself.
Yes, sir. Okay if I leave Lassie here with you?
It makes no difference to me.
Stay, Lassie. I'll be right back.
Boy and his dog. That's something real special to appreciate, girl. It's kind of loyalty and love you don't get from just ordinary people.
Nika, I could have identified those specimens if I'd wanted to make it easy on you.
I know, Dad. But like I said, Mr. Bowers is just going to give me the common names. He wants me to learn something too, just like you. But
what?
well, I know it'll help me. And I think it'll help Mr. Bowers too. He seems to need somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, son.
Then it's okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
You ever teach Nika how to play chess?
About a year ago.
Has he beaten you yet?
No.
He will.
It's nice having you visit. I wouldn't tell anybody else this, but I kind of like having company.
Mr. Bowers! Mr. Bowers!
Stay with him, Lassie. I want you to take this note to Scott. Get Scott. Please hurry. Lassie, once you get help, Mr. Bowers.